So, on the way home from Chili's, where I just had birthday dinner early, it was only August 1st, with Buff, B-U-F-F, Alexander only. I did tell the waitress, I'm sorry, the waiter, by the way. I said, you know how everybody is born, you've heard this saying before, everybody's born in the buff, B-U-F-F? He's like, yeah, I've heard that before. Right, and you're born in your birthday suit? He's like, yeah. And I was like, right. Like, I was like, this is my birthday Buff. I said, he's like my immaculate. I said, he's born the exact same day as myself. I was like, my son, Alexander. I was like, so tonight we're sharing our birthday. I was like, just, 2 days early, whatever. He's like, oh, he's like, wow. I was like, you have any idea, Buff, what that means? Like, what the acronym stands for? The waiter was like, no. I'm like, right, yeah, okay. I was like, Buffalo, right, Buffalo, right. But that goes back, right, but I didn't go into that with him. So, on the drive home from the restaurant, however, the woman, Linda, my mother, she puts on the Eagles, E-A-G-L-E-S, I think that's who it was, where he goes, one of these nights, one of these crazy, lonely nights, he's like, you're gonna find out, pretty mama, who keeps the lights on. And so I'm sitting in the back seat, and I'm just like, oh my God. I was like, I can't wait for that day. I was like, when is that night coming? I'm just curious. Like that white knight on a whatever. I mean, the one who keeps the lights on at home. I'd like him. When is he coming around? And so Nucci says, so then it got quiet, and I'm just dreaming of my forevermore. And after having an amazing teenage look at what I missed, being Alexander, I've missed every single one of Niklaus's, like, importance this lifetime. I've had nothing, so for me, he hasn't missed anything other than a lot of boring nonsense. Me, I've missed everything of his importance. Not that anybody gives a shit around the fucking world. That's obvious. That's bloody obvious and clear. So then the Anthony Tiafrio the third, the cat scratch, which is 2012, built and born 2012, he says, why do they call it hamburger? And I go, well, I was like, it's a flat meat patty that's ground, F-L-A-T-M-E-A-T-P-A-T-T, it's either Y or I-E, of ground meat, G-R-O-U-N-D-M-E-A-T. They put a meat in like a grinder, and then it comes out like goo, G-O-O, out of a G-R-I-N-D-E-R. I mean, it's very foul, F-O-W-L. I mean, I don't eat meat, so I'm not a butcher's kid. I don't like meat. I really don't like blood. I don't like the smell of meat cook. I mean, oh my God, I'm a vampire. I do not do meat. No, thank you. Strange smell, strange people. No, thank you. Okay, so, all right, so let's think about this. Right, so I said to him, I was like, flat meat patty. I was like, well, it comes from Hamburg. And he goes, Hamburg? He says, what's that? I said, and then Lou pipes up, it's a city. And I was like, right, city. I was like, well, I don't, again, it's been a long time, Anthony. I'm not sure. I said, it comes from the Burgermeister and the Kaiser. It's somewhere in, I don't know. And again, I'm not familiar with the actual maps of where this build and what they're cognitively aware of, because what actually they were supposed to know and then what the idiots actually think now is like two totally different realities, and I'm living like sidecar. I got the real reality to my left, and I'm sorry. I got the real reality to my right, but my right's empty because he's not next to me. And then on the left, I got the sidecar and sideshow of everything that fucking went wrong, and humans then trying to cover their tracks instead of, like, doing anything correctly, and then learning so they can cover their tracks and not tell anybody the truth about what they really did, how dangerous it really is. Right, yeah, that one. And so I know what it was supposed to be, and then I don't know what humans actually now taught themselves it means, because I don't know how they programmed in their cognition. I just know they're really fucking broken. So anyway, so I said to Anthony, I said, it's Hamburg. I think it's somewhere over by where the Kaiser is and where the Burgermeisters are. And I said, but over here, it's the Hamburglar. Hambuglar, which is like somebody who robs you. Robbes. I said, you know, it's what happened. And he goes, wait a minute, but that's McDonald's. McDonalds. And I'm like, yeah, it is. That is, the Hamburglar is from McDonald's, because once it went from the German Kaiser over in Burgermeister and respectable Hamburg territory, and it got flown over to the United States of shitbag America. I was like, it had this new American standard, AMERICANSTANARD, of like, there is no fucking standard. We put the bar really low because in America, oh my God, everybody's equally shitty. We don't care about one another, and we just want to be heard. We want money, we want political clout, we want to be really important superstars, we don't want to know about God, we don't want to know about that we can't kiss if we're gay or lesbian, we don't want to care that we have to be whatever, we have to fight for women's rights and blacks' rights and Asian rights and all these rights that are right, me. Yeah, fucking broken humans. We fucking noticed your new American standard where you forgot that fucking somebody pays the bills, after that you have to actually beg from, and you forgot how to ask nicely, stupid fucking humans. So anyway, here we are in even more broken science that nobody ever can figure out how to fix. Well, let's get the white Anglo-Saxon cunt being Queen Elizabeth, Charles, William, and the other ugly Harry. Right, yeah, let's get them and put their heads on Vladimir's, Vlad the Impaler stake right at the front of the fucking gate of Buckingham. So this way we can clean out the white royal chest of fucking useless that do nothing to help me out and try to run an air force that are fucking up even further with the help of the new American standard. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, who do I hate more? It is a really fucking close rat race, I swear to Christ. Alright, so the baby was like, wait, so, I was like, right, it's made out of beef, Anthony. And he goes, it's not made out of pig, then why do they call it a ham? I was like, because, again, it's after Hamburg, the city. And he's like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. And one quick thing, I had to explain to my children tonight who did not know. Do you know Harry Potter? Right? Harry Potter came out, J.K. Rowling, whatever. Another one of the divine inspirations. Was at a bar, she said, and wrote it down on, yeah, it's amazing when the keyboards connect to your brain waves and all of a sudden you have a divine inspiration, become like a billionaire overnight, whatever. So that's Jason's story. Jason, the lightning bolt on the forehead, it goes down, sideways, and down. Anybody know why? It's, I know everybody's like, oh, it's Thor's lightning bolt. No, it's not. I mean, maybe if that's what knocked him off the fucking stool, but no. Okay, so Jason Roemer, Dr. Evil, right, for stealing God's thunder, immaculate, his wife, his entire sleeve and tunnel, the one, because we're not moving anchors for any of the fucking shitbags that think that they learned something and have now a new business of, like, side scores or whatever. It's just death right down the fucking column on that one. I don't move fucking anchors. I'm the only sleeve and everything's tied to me. And if you're building fucking anchor lines to shitbags, I'm fucking taking everyone out. I don't really give a shit what your name is, what your function is, what country you're for. I couldn't give a shit less. I'm keeping all white anchor line to me, Alex, and Niklaus, and we're rebuilding the whole fucking system because humans are so fucking useless. At every color and every country. For several generations now. It's scary how broken you shitbags are. So, Jason Roemer went to the police academy, the NYPD. Don't get all excited. It's for the local, they got crabs because they fuck really disgusting prostitutes and their crotch is all itchy. Those guys, yeah. Okay, so those guys, they do the local police work. I think we call it SQUADCAR, patrolman, whatever. He was graduating that academy after 9/11 when they had the largest death toll of NYPD and FDNY. Jason actually got a call to be a police officer because, oh my God, look at that. Dr. Evil gets a job because he was unemployable before. Not that I give a shit because I shouldn't have been in that fucking life anyway, but you guys are just really cruising for fucking bruisings left and right. So, he gets a job at NYPD. He's going through the academy on his graduation. He's sitting by himself somewhere in New York City, drinking so much, and then somebody calls his name. He turns around from the bar stool that's 6 feet off the ground, and something happens and he just falls face first, and the floor is what caught his arms didn't go out. It was just his forehead caught the floor and split his head straight open. And after the stitches came out, it looked like a lightning bolt. That's how it split. So anyway, and then he got so incredible. His friends from the academy brought him to the nearest hospital. They had to call me. I was sleeping. I didn't even know. It was like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. They tried to, because they didn't want to get him kicked out of the academy or out of the police department for being so intoxicated. So they were covering for him. They gave some cover name in the ambulance or whatever. And then they had to call me because they wouldn't release him right away because his friends were like, well, we would have just brought him home and put him back in bed, told you what happened, but we had to call you because we got to go home and there's a problem because he got really aggressive. They had to give him put him in a posy vest, POSEY, like a crazy fucking person, because he was actually being physically abusive to the staff, to the nursing and hospital staff. They then had to give him a shot of Thorazine that knocked him the fuck out. So I had to sit next to this Dr. Evil asshole that I really couldn't give a shit less about, but whatever. He's the father of Benjamin, and at that point, I actually was pregnant with Daniel, but I didn't know. And my life was fucking disaster and over. I was so fucking miserable. So I had to sit in the hospital with him all night. And so the doctor would come over, or the male nurse, and at least I talked to him, because at least he was like someone interesting. I mean, this has been the worst fucking human build. It's so fucking boring. I mean, oh, and this is the other thing. Yeah, okay, I'm no fun. NOFUN. Oh my God, yeah, everybody says that my whole life. You know, you really know how to, like, take the fun out of things. Yeah, I do. You know why? Because this is a no fun build. NOFUNDBUILD. It's no fucking fun for anybody because I'm not fucking Niklaus. His KAKCOCK? Yeah, that's what I want to be fucking every fucking day of my life. With the correct children. That's fun. FUN. This human shit? No fun. So what the fuck would anybody give anyone around the world? Money? Ability to live? Ability to survive? Why? Fix the number one problem first, and then maybe you'll earn some kind of goodwill to then do something for your shitbag problems. Other than that, nobody gives a fuck. You have to fix problem number one, and then maybe you get some help.